back for about 4 hours.
You still moan about it, Moose, don't you?
Sorry?
You still moan about it?
Yeah, I'm okay.
That's true. At least you're honest. Yeah. Okay, just checking. Sent squad news to everyone, so you should all have that. Yes, good. We'll start with questions from Jane. Broadcast part of the press conference. We asked no social media posting. Daily's briefing embargoed until 10:30 this evening. Jane, we'll get started. Thank you.
Hi.
How is Harry Kane's recovery and how much of a loss will he be to the squad?
Well, I think he's very positive. Of course, we are going to see the time to recover, to have the full recovery. But always is a easy thing with Harry, because Harry is a very positive person that the moment that he got injured, start to think in recovery as soon as possible. But of course, it's going to be an important player out for a few time. That always, of course, when he's one of the best striker or player on Europe or in the world, always is going to be affect the performance. But we think, and we are in the same way positive, that we can cope with that situation, and we have player enough to cover that place. And of course, it's not going to change our approach in the different games that we are going to play without him.
For Sunday's match, no disrespect to Fulham, but they have conceded the most goals in the Premier League. Does this give you an opportunity to bring through some of the youth players?
Yes, of course. We are going to give the possibility to be involved and being consistent during the next few weeks. Young players came through the academy, and of course it's going to be a good opportunity for them to be involved, to train with the first team, and maybe to have the possibility to play, depend of the situation and the circumstance.
Anyone in particular, like Troy Parrott?
Well, I think you know very well that Oliver Skip is involved in the last few months with the first team, but we are going to give the possibility to be involved training every day to different players.
For Sunday's match, will you think about giving Fernando Llorente a start?
I think it's normal that we are thinking to give the opportunity to play and start Sunday. Of course, it's in my mind. Of course, I not decided the starting 11, but it's one of the possibilities that we have in mind.
With Kane out and also with Heung-min Son unavailable, does that mean that you will have to start thinking about buying a striker in the transfer window in this transfer window?
No, I think it's not going to change our mind about the view of the squad. We are looking, or we are open to improve our squad, to add players that can improve us. But I think it's not that is not going to put pressure on us into sign some players. We know very well the market now is so difficult, and the circumstances that we have, and of course, like always, I tell you is, if we identify the player that is going to help us and identify the player that can add a quality that we don't have on the squad, we are more than open to try that happen. But at the moment, I think it's not too many possibility to add this type of player that can improve us.
Giuseppe Rossi has been quite heavily linked with Tottenham. He's currently training at Manchester United. Do you feel he could be a solution?
I think it's many names that appear that in every transfer window. I think he's another name to add on the list, but it's only a rumor. We are not considering him. If it's not,
there's no truth in it.
It's a rumor like another. But if you ask me, I think no, it's not a possibility.
Marcelo Bielsa held an hour-long press conference where he went into great detail about the research that he does on the opposition. I know you know him very well. Do you go into the same amount of detail? Have you done that before the match?
I think maybe more. I think any manager on the Premier League or Championship or League One today, the technology provides us the tools to have a lot of information. I think any manager that is doing today, not only in England, if not around the world.
What do you think about the reaction here in Britain to the Spygate story?
No, I think it's a situation that makes me a little bit sad, but I think it's so important to split my relationship with him. That is so special relationship, personal relationship, and another is to describe one situation that happened a few days ago or 1 week ago. Always my love is going to be with him, and of course was a person so important for me and to help me to build my career like a player. But after, if we are talking about one situation that happened last week, I cannot be agree. I think for me it's wrong, and of course I can understand the situation that I can understand Frank Lampard with his feeling, and of course it's a thing that is not easy to explain. But I think for me, always when I talk about England, about the organization and the culture that you have here, always for me, when I arrived to Southampton, that today is 6 years ago that I signed for Southampton. And I don't want to forget that today is Pep Guardiola birthday. Happy birthday, Pep. And I think it's so important because for any manager, the dream is to work in an environment like you create. The English people and the culture are creating in the past here. To have the possibility to work and to have the privacy, working, that not happen in different countries like maybe in Germany or in Argentina or in Spain. That is make us to feel more responsible about to keep that idea that you can work and you can feel like home and you don't need to hide nothing. Of course, that is many opinions that we can listen after last week. That, to be honest, my feeling is make me to feel a little bit sad because rather to talk about football and how fantastic Leeds is doing on Championship, playing so well, is more to talk about one fact that only no help the football. That is why that situation make me a little bit sad, and of course doesn't change my view about Marcelo, but of course I cannot be agree with the fact that happened and you describe and everyone described in the last few days.
You said that 6 years ago since you came to the Premier League. How do you look back on your time?
How
do you look back on your time? What's been the highlights?
Wow, it's like the challenge, 10-year challenge that is happened now. Today Jesus sent me a video. I look so younger when I arrived. Yes, that is true, how we changed. In 6 years was a lot. In the same time, I am so happy. Of course, for me, it's an amazing time that I am spending here in England. It was a dream came true. Have the possibility today to be in front of you and talking English a little bit that I never imagined in my life to be here with that possibility. And of course, for me, it was an amazing time. And of course, I am so happy. I want to say thank you to Trust, first of all, to Southampton Football Club, and of course, Nicola Cortese, Les Reed, Paul Mitchell, and all the people in Southampton that make my dream reality. And of course, always grateful to the people in Southampton, because I think to trust in Mauricio Pochettino in a moment, in that moment, was so difficult. That is why I want to say thank you. You're welcome.
Sorry, just one more on the Spygate thing. Did you see it as cheating? The Spygate, did you actually see it as cheating, or did you see it?
Cheating.
Yeah.
See, he's tried to cheating.
He's asking you if you think it was cheating.
Do you think it was cheating?
But I think it's not. I'm not going to judge him. I know. I am not God to judge people. I don't like to judge people. Only under my values, I can judge some situation. That situation is, I am never going to do that. And I think for me it's wrong. But and then it's in his mind, it's in his value, it's in his act. When he acts, only he knows if he tried to cheat or not. I cannot talk from him.
Everybody's obviously going on about Harry Kane being out injured, but you also lost another player last week, in Moussa Sissoko, and that's probably more a problem because when Yama's out injured, guys are injured, you've only really got Harry Winks at the moment. I mean, is that more of a concern to you than, or as much of a concern?
Yeah, but like in life, football is, you have two options. To cry or to see a possibility for another player to play, step up, and an opportunity to play in different way. I think I am the person that I choose the second option, to see another possibility for another player to play, to find different way and to provide the team and to be solid and to be consistent and try to win. And I think it's a massive challenge. For me, I want to rather to sit in my chair and cry is to find another way, to try to challenge ourselves and to try to be consistent and to keep the same performance or level on the team that before.
And going into the game against Fulham on Sunday, maybe now challenging for the title is after last week is maybe a bit far off, but I know you're a positive person, so I won't say that. But top four now, you've got real challenges snapping your heels in Manchester United and Chelsea, so Sunday's a big game.
I remember a few days ago, before Manchester was the biggest game on the world, and before Chelsea, the semi-final Carabao Cup. Always we create in our mind that is the most important game, the game that we have ahead. Of course, it's so important to keep winning, is to bounce back again after the defeat against Manchester United. I think it's so important to show ourselves that we can compete. We cannot be affected for the different circumstances that happen on the team. Of course, are important, and always we want all the players fit. But when this situation happen, we need to be strong enough to show that sport is about collective effort, and we have a great opportunity to show ourselves that is true. You're welcome.
Hi, Mauricio.
Hello.
You said that you were going to give young players an opportunity. I watched Keziah Sterling train today. What qualities does he have to actually make it into the club?
No, I don't want to talk about the youngers. I made a mistake, and you know very well, 4 years ago, and then I am not happy with the situation. And I think I am a person that I try to learn from my mistakes and to put on the front line and some names rather to help. Maybe we are going to put too much pressure. That is why I think I cannot make the same mistake. I don't want to say names. I don't want to talk about individual young players. I think Many players are going to be involved in the next few months, and maybe until to the end, because it's going to be difficult to sign a player. And of course, the important thing is that they need to feel with not the pressure that they need to show too much. Is only to enjoy the training session, to be involved, to learn, to show the teammate that possible that we can trust in them. And of course, if they deserve that, many younger that were involved with us, and then they are going sure to have the possibility to play.
You said you were positive regarding the situation you're in injury-wise at the moment. Is this the kind of situation that you relish as a manager, about how to fix it and how to make it better?
No, it's true that it's a challenge. We try to be positive. We try to try that the squad cannot see that we are affected. That is so important. And in the reality, we are not affected. Of course, we are affected always when some players are injured, but the number 1 and the number 25, I think we are affected in the same way. Not because now Harry Kane is injured. We are crying from the morning to the afternoon. Of course, I think it's a good possibility. To show that we are stronger, that with different circumstances we can cope and we can play well, and we can keep the same structure and the level. And that is a challenge that is not a nice challenge, because all the manager try to have the best player fit and the all squad fit, but when it happens that situation that is not under your control, you have to be positive and try to give the tool to the team to performance.
Just finally, I know you said that every single game is tough and difficult, but you are going to Fulham, whose defensive record is the worst in the Premier League. Bearing in mind the attacking situation we're in at the moment, does that at least give you a little bit of confidence to take into account?
Always it's dangerous to see the stats, and we are not thinking too much in that. We are, of course, we analyze the opponent. We know everything. Like Fulham know everything about us, and we are going to try to design the plan game in the best way to try to win. Of course, that is a thing that is in your mind, in our mind, because we know everything today. But I think the most important is try to perform in the way that we want, and of course to be better than them. It's going to be a tough game because they need win like us. When a team play to survive, always is dangerous, and of course it's going to be tough. And then it's a stadium, it's a pitch that is so tight, and like you remember me a little bit like White Hart Lane, and it's going to be a nice game to play. And them is one of the plays that I enjoy more when I'm going to watch football. I love this place. I love Craven Cottage. The style of I smell an English football. That is the real English football, and of course, yes, I looking forward to meet Fulham Sunday.
Mauricio, Eric Dyer's back in full training. Is he fit enough to play any part?
No, not yet. Maybe he's going to be on the bench, but he's still need to recover his fitness.
Josh Odimer has got an injury at the moment. I think he's recovering back.
He's recovering in here, yes.
Yeah. Is that any possibility of maybe recalling him from his loan?
Well, at the moment, we are. I think it's going to be difficult, but we'll see. We'll see in the next few weeks. It's still 13 days to decide, yes. So but it's still injury.
But it's something you've considered?
Yes, we consider, we are yes, considering, yes.
Okay, thank you.
Did you want?
Yeah, Moussa Dembele left yesterday. Mauricio, how would you pay tribute to his time here?
Well, I think it's is a player and a person that we are going to miss. You know very well my feeling about him. For me, it was and is one of the greatest player that I met in my career. And of course, I wish all the best. His wish was to move to China. His dream became a true reality now, and of course, it was a pleasure to share with him an unbelievable time here together in Tottenham.
Okay, we have the cameras